Hello, my people. It's your guy, Casey, Engineer Casey. It's your favorite engineer. I'm here to share some tips with you. Five basic things you need to do before you start your building construction project. Build a commercial building, build a residential building. These are five basic things you need to do. Number one is to get a piece of land. Some persons get a land maybe through inheritance, but if you are to buy, ensure that you are buying a land that is free from disputes or from government acquisition. It's very important. Get a surveyor to ensure that the land is free from all these things. Get a lawyer for proper land documentation. It's very important. It gets why. Number two is to get a house plan. Get a designer to design a house plan for you, depending on what you want. All those fanciful things you used to see in your friends' houses, in the club, in the hotel, all those fanciful things, all those beautiful things that you do admire. Things that you always admire whenever you see it. Tell your designer, plan with the designer, your architect, to put things in order so that you will enjoy it. For instance, you are the type that do appreciate a well ventilated rooms. Tell your designer what you want. Tell your designer that maybe you want a very wide lobby, you know. Tell your designer that you want your house not to be dark. You want a as in a house that will be very okay, like that during the day, even if there is no light, that the inside will not be dark. It is very important that you put all these things in order. The third one is get a quotation from that your house plan. It's very important. Whoever that is running it for you, tell the person to make a quotation for you. If possible, ask the person to break it, to put it into stages for you. For instance, like foundation stage, the next stage, stuff like that. It will enable you to know what you are doing. It will give you focus. The reason why I say breaking it into stages is that sometimes when you tell a client that this your house is going to cost 50 million, just like that, the person might be discouraged. But if you want to help the person, you try to break the budget into stages. I mean, the quotation into stages. At the end of the day, you arrive at that 50 million, but the person will see, okay, so if I have 2 million, I can start this. If I have 3 million, I can start this. It's very important. Get a professional, get a quotation from your building plan before you start. The fourth is to budget. Having seen the quotation provided, you budget on how to finance your project. It's very important. You can decide to say, okay, I'm going to be saving some amount of money every month for the sake of my project. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to stop spending extravagantly because I have a project I want to start. You budget, you talk about the the side, I mean, how to finance your project. It's very important to talk about this. That is what we call planning. Most people don't plan before they embark on projects, building construction projects. Building construction projects, as it stands today in Nigeria, no be beans. Building materials are very expensive. Even labor, to see a labor is not as it used to be then. These days, most of these guys that used to work with us on site, they've joined streets. Before you could get any of them to work for you, had to pay through your nose. So planning is very important. That is budgeting. How to finance your project. That is the fourth one. The last but not the least is to hire a professional like me to execute your project. You get why? Will save you from cost, will help you to manage your materials, will guide you professionally, will ensure that your house stand the test of time. Don't go for a pack. At the end of the day, you regret it. I'm here to make a common sense, just to help most of us who are intending landlords in this year 2024. Listen to these basic things before you embark on any building projects. Even if you've been building, you've been constructing houses. you're a landlord, planning will always help you. Planning will go a long way to help you. Getting a land, getting a quotation, getting a house plan, how to finance your project, and getting a professional builder with experience, professional engineer with experience, with good reputation. I mean, you don't need trouble in this new year. What you need to do is to get somebody who can offer you peace of mind. You understand? Even if you want to buy the materials by yourself, get a professional that will execute the project. Don't go for quacks because maybe the quack person is cheaper or stuff like that. At the end of the day, you will spend more than expected, directly or indirectly. You can verify. So I'm here to guide you, to advise you before you embark on any project. Think of these five basic things. Get a land, number one. Get a house plan, number two. Get a quotation from the house plan, number three. Number four, budgets on how to finance your projects. The fifth, but not the least, is to get a professional builder and engineer to execute your project. You understand? Try to know that the person that want to build for you has a good reputation. He's not gonna eat your money. He's not gonna mess up your project. He's not going to be stealing your materials. So many things like that. Do this and remain blessed. Share with your friends. Possibly they could learn one or two from this. Wait for us in our next video. We are going to be sharing some beautiful things about building construction that you don't know. Things you need to know, even as a landlord, even as a person, an intending landlord, and your life will never remain the same.